Okay, so let us just start with the second session. I will be sharing my screen to you. I hope it is visible.
You should visible.
Okay. Yesterday, in the last session, we have discussed about the course that we will be studying and what are the topics that we will be studying. Today, I will get into Python, more into Python. We will learn to for what we will be needing in this course. Right? So we had seen basic Python printing a string, right? And then finding the type of it, and then taking user input. We were on this taking user input and type of it. So now we are going to get into second session. Let us number sessions like we do in computer science. Let us start numbering from 0. So let me do it end of session 0 and then start of session 1. Okay. So my purpose is to add two numbers, right? Taking input from the user. So what I will be doing is I will be using the input function, which is like scanner, right? You can get it like this first number and then similar like b is equal to is enter number and then we will do c is equal to a plus b and then we will print c. But this is not going to add two numbers because let us run and see. Enter number 2 and then I hit enter. Another number 3, the sum should be 5, but it is 23. It is not the sum because this
Concurrent.
it does concatenation, right? So we have seen what is the type of it, right? Type of A, and then let us have this type of B, right? And then let us do this print type of it is A is a string, B is a string, C is also a string. Right? So this plus for strings is concatenation, and we will need to convert string into number, so some kind of number, right? That we will need to do. So let me just copy the same code and we will print it here. So we need to do type conversion, right? This is how we do type conversion, right? If you want float, you can put float. Okay, now let me run this. It is we have done type conversion here, so it is integer now, right? 3 and the sum is 5. Right, makes sense. So why I took this example, this very simple example, is that a lot of times you will need to do type conversions. Right? We will learn about functions, making simple functions in Python, and we will learn about simple else else if ladders, and we will learn about loops. Loops can will be done when we will be studying lists. So let us build a function. But let us build a function for adding two numbers, right? Uh, Function for adding two numbers. So the function starts with def, right, which is a keyword which tells that this is a function. Uh, Add addition, right? And now you will give formal parameters for the function, or you may not give. Let us do it without it first. Okay. And now let me just copy and paste the same thing, right? And in Python, this indentation is very important. They don't use curly braces. What they use is indentation, either two space or a tab or four spaces or eight spaces sometimes. But you have to maintain the same thing in the whole cell, right? This indentation is important. It tells that this particular part is inside this functionality, right? So one indentation is one code block. Okay. So I will be removing these. So we will not be printing C. We will return C. By default, the what will a function in Python return? In C programming language, what is returned in what is returned will be put here in the beginning, right? Return type. We don't put return type in Python because it is a dynamically typed language, and we return whatever it is. The type return type will be the type of this whatever the value is returned. Okay, and now it is important to understand one thing, that if nothing is returned, none is returned. None. None. This thing is this value is returned, which is like null for other languages, right? We are going to return C, and let us run this. And when I call this function, this is how a function is called. So all the statements which is inside this function will be executed. Is 5. So it has returned 5. What you can do is you can either print it, right? And if it is not uh, if it is not uh, Jupyter Notebook, the value will not be shown. It was shown as out, right? If it is not, this feature is given by Jupyter Notebook. Let me just write addition here, and print I. So here, because addition was the last line in the previous example, so whatever output was there, it was printed. But if you put another line to it in Jupyter Notebook, it will not be printed. Right? So you have to do this, right? Also, the value of whatever the value is returned, right? Here, what we are doing, whatever the value is returned, is given to print function for printing. isn't it? So it prints. So that can also be assigned to some variable. Right. Now when we are going to print some, we will see this value. Right. Now my intention is to build a simple calculator. Right. Okay. So what we will need is a calculator has, so a calculator will have three inputs, right? What will be those inputs?
Operator and two operands in
Right.
case of multiplication or addition of numbers.
Operand 1, operand 2, and operator, right? So we will have to make a function like this, calculator, and let me just copy this. Okay. And let us learn if and if else if these things here. So if we don't put this brackets here, if and then a space, operator is equal to plus, right? If it is plus, is the spelling correct? No. If operator is equal to plus, then what should it return? It should return operator, sorry, operand 1 plus operand 2, right? We don't use else if, we use elif, right? And then if it is a minus, then we are going to return. Let me just copy this as well, and I will be changing the signs. Minus operand 2, by mistake I had pressed insert button, that is why it is happening. If it is multiplication, right? If it is multiplication, then we will do multiplication and return. If it is division, then we will have to, if it is division, then we will have to check if the second operand is not 0. If operand 2 is not equal to 0, then you will return operand 1 divided by operand 2. Okay. And now else, return none. Spelling of return is else Let me print a warning. Warning. Invalid inputs and return. Okay. See, the thing is, if there is another else, then we use elif. Else if for elif, right? If there is no else, no if after this particular else, then we use at the end we will use else. And same here. See the indentation that we have. This whole thing is inside this particular function. This statement is inside this if block, right? This statement is inside this elif block, and so on. This statement is inside this if block, which is inside this else if block, which is inside this calculator function. Okay, so see the indentation, that is very important. You would have wondered why we have not used switch case for making calculator as we do in other languages. Switch cases are not available in Python. Okay, that is the reason why. Now we will print calculator of give me two operands 2, 3, and I will want to do plus. Let me run this, and there will be some error, right? So there is a name error. We have a name error saying that the name calculator is not defined. This is only for the reason because we have not run this particular cell. If this cell has been run, there would be some number, right? And this calculator is not defined because this particular cell has not yet been run. We will run it, then we will again run. So it is all good. Okay. So now let us go into lists, right? And we will try to understand what lists are, and we will try to see that what operations we can do on list and how to do those operations, because lists will be used in this course extensively, right? So we are moving into lists.
Sorry for the interruption, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, in the above example, we defined the type of whatever was the type of variables we're using. But why not here for the operand one, operand two? Why didn't we define the type?
Where? Here.
Yes, sir.
We have not defined. Here you are saying that we have defined the type. We have
Yes, sir.
not defined the type. This is
I mean to say that
conversion.
we have given you what type of data it is, but why not in the blue example?
Wait. This is type conversion and explicit type conversion. Okay.
Okay, sir. Hello.
Yeah. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What is your question again?
Actually, I was saying that in that example, we have just declared the type of data which it will be returning, but not below.
No, we have. See, we are taking input from the user, which will be in a string. We have seen it here, right?
Yes, sir.
So in order to add it, we will need to do type conversion.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. I got the point.
Dynamically typed. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Right. So let us move into lists. So we will have a list of name, and let us have some names, right? Like Majid, like and let us have Kanhaiya and Dhananjay and okay. So this has made a list. Type of name is a list. Okay. So the thing is, lists will always start with this square brackets, opening and closing the square brackets. Okay. Lists will start and end with these opening and closing square brackets. And if you want to access a particular indexing is from 0, starting from 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. So name of 0. What will it be? It
It
will
will be
be
Majid.
right. Name of 3.
Dhananjay.
Enjoy.
Dhananjay, right?
Sorry, sir.
And then name of 4. Purnendu,
Your
right?
name, sir. Right.
And then name of 5.
Not present.
Error.
Index out of range, right?
Right, sir.
Now list of -1.
Purnendu.
Perfect. And then list of -2. Dhananjay. List
Yeah.
of -3. Kanhaiya. List of -4. Laika. List of sorry, name of -5. Majid. And then -6 will be what? Out of range. Okay. So you have got this. This -1 is the last. Yes, right? If you want to go start from the last. Okay. I hope this is clear. Okay,
Yes,
now
sir.
we will go into so now I will go into taking out a part of this list. Okay. So name this. What will it be? The whole list. Okay. This is similar to just writing name. Right? If we do it like this, name of minus up to -1, what will it be? Okay. And
Yes, sir. Yes.
and if we do it, I will explain it. minus C. Let us understand these few things, and with which we will be able to understand the syntax that is used for getting a slice of that particular list. And keep in mind that we don't have arrays in Python, right? We have now have arrays in NumPy, but not in Python, core Python. Okay. So what do you see here, right? Name, starting index, and then ending index plus 1, and then steps. Okay, this is the syntax that we have. And what is the starting index here? Nothing is given, so it is the default value, the starting of the whole list of the list, right? Here nothing is given, so it is ending of the this list. Okay, here -1 is given, which is given ending index plus 1. Here also it is ending in the index plus 1 by default. Ending index of name plus 1, right? Why we are putting plus 1 here? Because whatever ending index we want, whatever the last index we want, we will have to keep plus 1. It is like a for loop with not less than equal to, but with less than. That for I equal to 0, I less than and I plus plus. It is not like I equal to, for I equal to 0, I less than equal to and I plus plus. If it is less than equal to, and the last will be included. Here the last is not included, right? So it is similar to a for loop, like for I equal to 0, I less than and I plus plus. Makes sense? And let us understand the steps. Here in this one, what is the starting index? This is similar to, let me write it. What is this similar to? This is similar to starting index is 0. Ending index is what? This is the same as the name array. So ending index plus 1 becomes 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, right? And then this 2 is the step. So this is one step, this is second step. So it from Majid it will jump to Kanhaiya and then to Purnendu, right? So it has jumped from Majid to Kanhaiya and to Purnendu. Okay. Does it make sense? So if you can also try out a few other things. Okay. And you can try out 4, then try out 1 and run this. So what is the starting index? 1. So this 0 will not be there. Starting from here 1, and then the ending is 4. It is not, ending is not 4. Ending is actually 3, because this value is ending index plus 1. This particular value is ending index plus 1. So what is the ending index? It is 3. So 1, 2, and 3, right? So these will be included. Make sense? And now we have to take 2 steps. So what is the first step? This one and 1 more step. So from Laika it will jump up to Dhananjay. Make sense? Okay. Now I want to get the names of all these. I just want to print it properly. So for X in name, right? Even if for writing simple for loop, you will have to make a list and then iterate over the list. Here, it is something like in mathematics that you write for all X belongs to the set of integers, similar to that. For X in name, so it will pick index by index, it will be picking all the values from name, and then what that particular value will come in X, right? And then print X. Okay. Now let us get into dictionaries. Right. Dictionaries are key value pairs. So for simply let us make a dictionary which is it has to be key values, right? A, and then we have value can be 5, and B, then the value can be 10, right? Just keep in mind, this is the key, right? This left column is the key. This is the key. This is one key value pair. Then this is one key value pair. A dictionary is a collection of key value pairs. Okay, and dictionary starts with a curly bracket and ends with a curly bracket. Okay, and now just keep in mind that the all the keys have to be of the same type. Okay, so I will be running this. Okay, and if we want to this is not working. Okay, 0 is not a key. You will have to put a key like B. Now it is 10. Okay, so we will keep up to here for today, and in the next class we will proceed more into dictionaries and then tuples, and then see about the math module, and then we will go into NumPy and then into pandas. Right, tomorrow it means Tuesday, and I have given some tasks in the Slack channel that you will have to complete. There are like 4 points to complete, and do that. And on Saturday we will have a discussion on, I think mostly on the setups and how what assignments have been, what task has been done, and if you have encountered any problem. The installation of library, especially OpenCV, is a challenging task. Right? That is why I have given it as an assignment. So that's all for today. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.